The 7-4-5 game will take place at AMT Headingley Rugby Stadium this Sunday, raising money to support those impacted by Motor Neurone Disease, as the two codes of rugby, union and league put a century of differences behind them for a good cause. The game was the brainchild of former Leeds Rhinos Rugby League star Rob Burrow, who passed away in June this year, and his friend Ed Slater, the ex-Leicester and Gloucester Rugby Union forward, who was diagnosed with Motor Neurone Disease in 2022. The rules for the hybrid game that mixes the laws of both Rugby League and Rugby Union, and here's a quick breakdown. It's a 13-a-side game, the same as Rugby League, but the teams will have unlimited substitutions that they can make from a squad made up of star-studded former international players from both codes. It's 40 minutes per half with a try worth 5 points, like in Rugby Union, but all goals are worth 2 points. There will be scrums and line-outs in Rugby Union, but they will just be a way of keeping the action going quickly, so uncontested, similar to those in Rugby League. The attacking team has unlimited tackles inside their own half, but once they cross halfway, they have 6 tackles to score or they'll turn over possession. The tackler can rip the ball off the attacker, but once the player with the ball gets a knee to the ground, the tackler must release the player, just like in Rugby Union. There are 2 referees. One will officiate the tackle. Once they shout held, the attacker will play the ball like in Rugby League. Offside is just 5 metres from the play the ball. The second referee will make sure everyone is onside, and all the action kicks off at 3 p.m.
Welcome along to AMT Headingley. Welcome to the 7-4-5 game, where I have with me is it fair to say, Rugby Union legend, over 300 appearances with the Northampton Saints, a 2-time Premiership winner. Alex Waller is here. Alex, how have you Union boys settled into Leeds? The weather is not great, is it?
No, it's typical Union weather, though, isn't it? So we're used to this. We did a joint training session yesterday. It was quite an eye-opener for us. Essentially, I'm not sure what's happened, but we're just playing a bunch of league legends at league. So it's going to be interesting. I really found it quite fun. So ask me that again after the game and we'll see how we go. But I'm looking forward to it.
Have you watched much league? Are you a Rugby League fan?
Yeah, no, I watch a fair bit. Casual observer, though. Nothing too in-depth. But yeah, love it. And looking forward to, I've never played it before ever. So looking forward to giving it a shot.
Is there anyone you're particularly looking forward to having a shot on? Anyone you're particularly scared of on the league side?
I don't know where he is. Muzzer, Scott was out yesterday. We had a few beers when we watched the England game, so hopefully he's not as quick as he usually is, so I'll get hold of him.
Let's have a chat with one of the leaguey boys, Adrian Morley. Mozza, what a great day this is going to be.
Oh, it's fantastic. I'm very humbled to be asked to play a small part in this game, and fantastic what the Rugby Union and Rugby League community have done, and it's going to be very well supported. But the game's going to be tough, competitive, but it's going to be played in the right spirits. And let's hope it's an annual event. And I can't wait. They did a few speeches before the game, and it was very emotional, really. And because we love our Rob, obviously. But anyone who's suffering with this terrible disease, we need to whack it, don't we?
They'll have unlimited tackles in their own half. Past the halfway line, 6 tackles. The ball goes into touch to start with. We'll have line-outs, etc. We will have proper scrums for a while, or ish scrums. And then we shall see what happens throughout the rest of the day.
It's going to be fun, whatever happens. It's going to be a brilliant occasion. One thing I did want to ask was, in Rugby Union, if a player catches a kick inside his 22, he can call the mark and he's safe. That's not happening today, right? Have we told the Union boys, or are we going to wait for them to get absolutely smashed?
Well, I didn't even know that law, so no, we won't be doing that. It will be, for the purists, a lot of it will be Rugby League or rugby, as it is, and obviously it's just the bits where it goes into touch and things like that.
It's going to be fantastic. I know you got Frank helping you out on the pitch. We've got 2 officials, 1 league, 1 union. Have you determined the roles yet?
We're going to go with an NRL former model, where we had 2 referees on the pitch, and two guys on the line who some of you may know, old Chuckles on one line. He's over there smiling. Not really. And we're just going to enjoy it, and hopefully everyone else can enjoy it as well.
That's the thing, is enjoying it. I'm surprised that the boys are actually warming up with what looks like a serious warm-up as well, but it's all for a brilliant cause.
It is for an amazing cause, M&D, and the things that Rob and Ed and Doddy did before, it is brilliant for the awareness of the illness and obviously moving forward.
A special day, a special occasion at AMT Headingley, with the two codes toe to toe in honour of three rugby greats, the late Rob Burrow, Doddy Weir, and the plan put into action today by Rob's good mate Ed Slater. The 7-4-5 game, Team Burrow against Team Slater. And a real air of anticipation around a packed AMT Headingley Stadium. "13 aside, a hybrid of rules, a special cross-code game for the Motor Neurone Disease Association and MND communities. Continuing to support the fight in every and any way that we can. The teams are poised. They've had a couple of practice sessions, getting to know each other, the rules, working out what the fitness levels might be like. So how's it going to pan out here today? Well, we're going to find out over the next 80 minutes or so. A guard of honour awaiting the two teams. Ed Slater gave an inspirational, humbling pre-match address in the players' room a few hours before kick-off, reminding everyone why we are here today. Some very familiar faces to Leeds rugby fans, some less so, but some real athletes out there. Some recently retired, some reeling in the years. But that competitive spirit never ever leaves you.
This is the 7-4-5 game for Motor Neurone Disease here at AMT Headingley. Would you please welcome the Ed Slater legends and Rob Burrow legends?
Here come the two sides. Team Burrow and Team Slater. Team Burrow led out by Macy and Maya Burrow. Team Slater led out by Edie and Flo Slater, with a specially designed shirts by the respective families too. The familiar blue and amber designed by the Burrows, and the cherry and white of Team Slater. The Doddy Weir tartan adorns our match referees, Ben Thaler and Frank Murphy.
A truly special occasion created by Ed Slater and Rob Burrow, two giants of both codes of the sport who faced motor neurone disease with courage and with resilience. Rob's journey and unwavering spirit touched us all, and though he passed in June earlier this year, his legacy continues to inspire. Today, we're honoured to have Ed Slater with us. We also honour Doggy Weir and the immense impact he made, paving the way to put the spotlight on this horrific disease and its impact on people worldwide. The 7-4-5 game is more than just a match. It's a movement. It's a rallying cry to support the AMT community, to fund groundbreaking research, and to help families affected by this devastating disease. Every moment today, every point scored, every hit made, and every smile on these players' faces are dedicated to that fight. Thank you for joining us and for standing with us to make a difference. Together, we're all part of the 7-4-5 team, so let's enjoy the day. Let's enjoy this moment of sporting history together and keep the spirit strong towards a world free of motor neurone disease. To deliver the match ball for the 7-4-5 game, would you please welcome Frank Slater and Jackson Burrow.
Poignant pre-match words. And here comes the match ball. Delivered by Jackson Burrow and Frank Slater. What a wonderful moment. Oh, Rob would be so proud of you, Jackson. And so we get down to business. I'll run you through the two sides in a moment. These are the basics, 13 a side, hybrid rules, 5 for a try, 2 for a kick. We will have scrums, line-outs, but they'll be uncontested. The offside, onside will be 5 rather than 10 metres. Unlimited subs, and trust me, they will be needed today. In terms of the tackle count, effectively in your defensive half, it's more union rules, unlimited. Once you get over halfway, then the set of 6 starts, and it becomes league rules to score a try. And we're going to see Team Burrow in the blue and amber getting us underway. And kicking to Team Slater to run into the league legends defensive line. And you know what? I don't know how this one's going to go. Youth is certainly on the side as Billy 12 Trees promotes the ball of our rugby union friends, but the nous and the speed is with Team Burrow. In fact, some of the union boys telling me that in the couple of training sessions they've had, they felt they were up against it, just knowing really what to do. Up towards halfway they come. Remember, unlimited tackles up towards halfway, and then it'll be the set of 6, and you'll notice, oh, there's a clean break through the middle. Here they come. Gary Connolly's got to get across. I don't think he's going to have the pace here. Team Slater are going to strike first. Connolly couldn't get there. Gale couldn't get there. And Team Slater are on the board. Right from the kickoff, first attack. It's a 5-0 lead with a kick to come.
Opening the scoring in the 7-4-5 game with a try for the Ed Slater legends, Tom Johnson.
What a start for Tom Johnson and for Team Slater. Carving Team Burrow apart right down the middle. What about the kick? Oh, the flags are up. Wondered whether that had faded wide. But a perfect start. "7-0. And I've not even given you their team list yet. So Murphy tags on the 2. Oh, we go for a short kick-off. And it's recovered by Team Slater. 12 Trees goes again. One thing I've noticed, they're big units. They're built differently, these rugby union boys. A lot taller. Team Borough haven't even got the ball yet. They line up with Gary Connolly at fullback, Tommy Minns, Keith Senior, Ryan Atkins and Wayne Price. Danny Maguire, is he going to be in touch here? He is. Great defensive effort. And that gets the crowd going. Danny Maguire and Luke Gale in the halves. Ewan Dowes, Paul McShane. And Kylie Lulawai was named, but I can see Barry McDermott out there. And then Gareth Ellis, Ben Westwood and Adrian Morley. That was the forward pass called by the crowd, and Ben Thaler agrees. So we're finally going to see ball in hand for Team Borough. So the starting 13 out there isn't as listed. Matt Diskin certainly out there as well. The rest of the squad: Diskin, Bob Bezic, Luke Ambler, Brett Delaney, Jimmy Kinehorst, Darryl Griffin, Kyle Wood, Aaron Murphy, Scott Morrell, Wayne Godwin and Danny Brough. And here's Wayne Price. Always had pace to burn. Former Castleford Wakefield Featherstone man. Connolly pops one up. What can Team Borough do with their first possession? Remember, unlimited tackles up towards halfway. Little spin in the tackle and a play of the ball from Morley. Luke Gale, very recently retired, a former Wakefield man, a Challenge Cup winner with the Rhinos. Diskin promotes, no way through. So we're into the tackle count now. 7-0, the Team Slater leads. And a decent opportunity to strike back here. Morley promotes, Diskin. Gale's there. Telling Danny Maguire where he wants him. Offloading, Diskin. Last tackle, and he's gone to ground. So one of the yellow shirts got up the sleeve here. It's going to be Gale to pop one in the air. Who's going to win this chase? Good take. Really good take. And Team Borough come up dry. That Team Slater lineup then, featuring some big names: Billy Twelvetrees, Danny Cipriani, Tom Johnson, we've already seen scoring a try, Alex Waller, Northampton great, and a massive bench, which I'm sure will be extensively used. And they've had the start here. We've got the two referees, you can see, both on the pitch, one in each half. That's gone to ground. That'll be a Team Borough ball. You can see Alex Waller there in the bright orange boots. And here we come, an uncontested scrum. Wonder how long that might last. First interchange, Barry McDermott lasted all of 5 minutes. Ryan Atkins comes on, and here come Team Borough. The south stand comes to life. So Ryan Atkins is on. He'll slot in at centre, I'm sure. Maybe into the pack. No, he's gone over to left centre where he was familiar. Now that a little burst of pace from Minns, likes a handoff, goes to ground. Luke Gale puts a kick through. Atkins is after this. Oh, that'll be a dropout. Reacted well there, did Team Slater, but that's more like it from Team Borough. Luke Gale behind the defence, and the pressure will be back. Well, and there's the big contact. You can hear the crowd wanting the big collision from Kylie Luluai. Diskin. Gale again, seeing a lot of the ball. It's been a good response this after the early setback of that Tom Johnson try. Oh, that's a loose one. Good pick up though. Nicely gathered. And Maguire's off with a little scamper. Couldn't quite get it away to Gareth Ellis. Keith Senior loitering outside. And can't quite take the ball. Little juggle and a knock on. And possession is turned over. 7-0 is the Team Slater lead. Team Slater make their first interchange of many. It's a bench. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 20 on the Team Slater bench. So minutes are going to be shared sparingly. I think Ryan Atkins has come straight back off. Don't tell me he's gone on and pulled a muscle. Oh dear. Has Ryan Atkins' hamstring gone? He's been on the field 2 minutes. Gale's back to dive on this one. That's a real setback for Atkins. He's come straight off the field. Well, possession is being dominated by Team Borough at the moment, but can they make it pay? Diskin hovering around the ruck. Here's Luluai. What a ball! And halfway through, Delaney wants Maguire back inside. Can he get there? Team Borough strike back. Luluai did the damage. Maguire found the finish. And Team Borough on the board.
Hitting back for the try for the Borough legends, Danny Maguire.
And you won't find a more popular try scorer than that today, I don't think. And he just about tags the 2-1, Danny. He was never much of a kicker, was he? Rolling back the years, the Leeds old boys. Big Kylie doing the damage, and Danny Maguire. Lovely moment. And we're level. All the sevens for Team Borough, 7-7. And since that early Tom Johnson try, Team Slater haven't had a look in. Now Cipriani's gone short with a kick-off. Keith has knocked it back away. Price reacts really well. And he's looking to get away. South Stand looking absolutely packed today. Fantastic to see this place full for such a special cause. Morley calling the play. Oh, that's what these rugby union boys can do. Have some of that. Dear oh dear. Was that Ewan Dowes who took his medicine there? That was a shot and a half. They roll on. Connolly just pops it up, says, I've had enough of this. I think Matt Diskin might be done here. The injuries are mounting up. Paul McShane, former Man of Steel, back at AMT Headingley. Maguire, the try scorer, offloads. There's Ellis. Almost hard to differentiate between Gareth Ellis and Keith at the moment. And now Matt Diskin's limping off. Don't tell me that we've had 2 injuries in the opening few minutes here. Ryan Atkins and Matt Diskin. So Paul McShane on. McShane, Luke Gale, Maguire, that's what he can do. There's Big Keith in front of the South Stand again. Wayne Price. Looks sharp, doesn't he, Wayne Price? Oh, and eventually the knock on. They've come to play. Team Borough, wow. Now then, Cipriani, can he make something happen? Dab over the top, is he going to stay in the field of play? No. Some game, this. Seven apiece. Tom Johnson converted by Jordan Murphy, and Danny Maguire converting his own try. And a really good feel about this match. We wondered how this would go, how it would flow. Oh, we're going to see an uncontested lineup for the first time. Blimey. Not sure Brett Delaney's done that before. Not sure that was strictly straight. Danny Brough coming on for Gary Connolly. So is Broughy going to go fullback here? There's some stardust out there, I'll tell you. Former Scotland captain Danny Brough. Ben Thaler wanting everything to go here. Feels like we need those 2 referees on the pitch at the moment. In the Doddy Weir Tartan. Doddy's sons Angus and Hamish both named as amongst the Team Slater party as well. I should add that Jeff Burrow, Rob's father, was or is named on the team sheet. Don't know if we're going to see Jeff. When I arrived here at midday, he was halfway through a pint. Let's see. But possession and territory being dominated by the yellow shirts adorned in the blue 7 at the moment. One-handed pick up Paul McShane. He can still play. He's still active as a player, of course. He will be playing his rugby at York next year, leaving Cass. So another uncontested scrum, and this time the cherry and white shirts come away with it, and it's 12 Trees, one of the star players in this Union Legends team. And both sets of players, I'm told, watched the England-South Africa game together over a few beers yesterday, an evening that became a morning for some. Here they come again. Cipriani picked up on the half volley by 12 Trees. And the league legends sliding defence just about does its job. Jimmy Kinehorst out there as well. Oh, and it could be in touch again. What's that held? It's in touch. Referee Ben Thaler's going to need his touch judge here. They've said go back in and play the ball. I think everyone saw the line-out attempt from Brett Delaney last time and thought let's keep those to a minimum. So this is an opportunity for Team Slater to regain the lead here. They made another change. Cipriani off the left boot. Blimey, he's got a bag of tricks still. Wayne Price under it. What a take. He still looks razor sharp, Wayne Price. He took that Cipriani crossfield kick as if there was no bother at all, Wayne Price. And then he's run his team up to the 20, and Lulawai says, right, this is me. My mind goes back to the benefit game for Rob, and the testimonial game played here, and well, I don't think anyone told Kylie it was a charity game. There was blood everywhere when he came on. Rob was in hysterics.
We lost Ryan Atkins after about 30 seconds. You managed to last a little longer. What have you done to yourself?
Tore my hamstring.
Well done. Was that 10 minutes? I counted 10, 15.
I've never run fast enough to turn it in my life, so I've got not an idea what's going on there.
Brilliant occasion today. Brilliant to see so many people here as well, all supporting an amazing cause.
Yeah, it's a great turnout, and it's a really competitive game as well. It's a great spectacle, great numbers for a great cause.
I was chatting to a couple of the Union boys earlier. They weren't convinced they'd managed to get a result here, but that early try for them, that's just made the league boys angry, right?
Yeah, they're fantastic rugby from them, and they're playing really well, and they're adjusting to it, and they're a real handful. They're very solid men, so they're tough in the tackle.
Put your feet up, mate. You've earned it. Well played.
So Matt Diskin's torn his hamstring. What wretched luck. Here's the try scorer, Maguire. The new Castleford Tigers head coach, of course. He was assistant to Craig Lingard last year. Ellis and Senior and McShane, the three baldies all in there. Now, Luke Gale sees something, dabbing it to Tommy Minns, who can't take it on this near right-hand side. The crowd groans. It's the middle one. So we're going to have another, well, we've got a line out or a scrum here. There's a quadruple interchange by the Cherry and Whites. Struggling to keep track of who's on and off. But the Union boys are freshening up. Billy 12 Trees is off. You can tell him a mile away with his flowing locks. Danny Cipriani is still out there. First receiver from the scrum. Oh, lovely hands, soft hands. And that's more like it. So a bit of defending to do all of a sudden for Team Borough. Some experience for sure. The likes of Alex Waller, Tom Young, Cipriani, Waldock, Banaham, Jordan Murphy. But so far so good defensively against the Union lines of running from the league men. That's what they were worried about, talking to me pre-match. But so far so good, and they've got the Danny Maguire try that's got them parity on the scoreboard at 7 apiece. It's back, everything's going through this man at the moment, Cipriani. They're feeding it to the left-hand side, lovely inside ball. They could have a 2-on-1 here. It's been a wrestling for Team Borough. It's going to be the last tackle. They're within 20 here. So what is Cipriani going to come up with? Well, they're going to run it from the ruck, in fact, and they're going to get caught. Kylie Luluai. Well, they won't be doing that again. They ran from the ruck on the last into Kylie Luluai. And that doesn't normally end well. And it hasn't. It's the turnover on the 10-metre line. Jamie Jones-Buchanan is on the pitch. I think he's asking Kylie Luluai if he wants to come off. Kylie's saying, are you kidding? I'm loving this. So he's staying on. I've got another yellow shirt waiting to enter. Is that Luke Ambler I can see? Not sure. From the back. There's another interchange poised. No one wants to come off at the moment in the yellow shirts. It is Luke Ambler and it's Moz. Adrian Morley, what a stint. From the former Rhino, Warrington Wolf, Sydney Rooster. Bradford Bull, remember, as well. And Salford Red Devil, amongst others. What a career. A true legend of the game, Moz. And he's not even putting his tracky top on, Mr. Morley. Don't think he wanted to come off. So we've got Danny Brough. It's a very fluid lineup at the moment. I think he might be fullback, Bruffy. 7 apiece. And Luke Gale, oh, as he tipped on his head. Well, I think he just about pulled out of it. McShane from dummy half here. A reminder, hybrid rules as McShane goes over halfway. So unlimited tackles. It's rugby. There's no ruck and maul. It's all rugby league play the balls. But, oh, what an offload, and Gale's off. What can he do? Beautiful ball back inside, and it's regathered by the Cherry and White shirts. But Borough, Team Borough looking the most lively. I was just saying, the hybrid rules, so the tackle count of 6 starts once you pass halfway. It's unlimited tackles to get you up to halfway, And that really, in essence, is why we're seeing Team Borough dominate possession. 13 aside, 5 for a try, 2 for a goal, so 7 each on the scoreboard. Unlimited tackles, unlimited subs, and those uncontested line-outs and scrums. They're the basics. The other thing I should note is that the offside onside, the defensive line is set at 5 metres rather than 10, which I think, looking at the average age here, will help most people out there. That was a big hit by Ambler and Luluai. Now McShane in the tackle with Benny Westwood. Now a 3-on-2 down this near side for the Cherry and Whites. Danny Maguire in the tackle, and they've got them into touch. Oh, Ben Thaler's called it back, saying, no, you're not. Get up and play the ball. I think Minns and Maguire thought they'd dealt with that. So we're into the tackle count of 6. 40 away from the Carnegie stand end, with the trademark clock showing 3:25 p.m. Full tackle, they're 20 out, so an opportunity for Team Slater here. Cipriani running the play. Well, that looked forward. Wayne Price is over anyway. Oh, he's missed the tackle, Wayne Price. He's got help. Keith is over there, and they're going to get him in touch. Tell you what, they're fighting for each other today. Wayne Price got himself over, slipped. And I think we're going to see one of Donny Weir's son. Hamish Weir enters the fray. What a special moment this is. Another 3 changes for the Cherry and Whites. And Hamish Weir is on. Can they get him a try? Looks like he's going to take position over on this left wing, Hamish Weir. But Ellis comes away with it. Wayne Price, who's looking dynamite. McShane wants a quick play, brings in Maguire, fizzes one to Danny Brough, and the big hit. They've got some playmakers out there at the moment, the yellow shirts. It's getting a bit feisty, you know. There are a couple of big contacts in there. I think Danny Brough was very heavily involved there. Westwood waiting first receiver. What's Benny got? Running and clattering in. McShane with Maguire lurking. There's Ambler, good offload. Maguire's took it well. Now we're over halfway, so that'll count as the first. And big Darryl Griffin's on too. Looks in fabulous shape. McShane, Gale, Ellis. Running some good angles is Gareth Ellis. McShane again, Gale. Lovely flat ball, can he take it back off Ambler? He can't. Couple to go this set with McShane. Back inside, he's going to kick to himself, he's going all the way through. McShane, can he pick it up and score? Paul McShane, the former man of steel, with a bit of creative genius, gives Team Borough their first lead.
Scorer for the Rockborough legends, Paul McShane.
So the 2 try scorers, McShane and Maguire, former Leeds teammates. They were rivals in the 2017 Super League Grand Final, won brilliantly, heroically by Danny Maguire on his Leeds Rhinos farewell against Paul McShane's Castleford. And McShane, after scoring that try, is coming off. And Danny Brough is on the kicking tee, so I don't need to tell you whether this goes over. And it's 14-7, Team Borough in the 7-4-5 game at AMT Headingley.
It's Rob's Legends 14, Ed's Legends Marcus Stewart of Ipswich Town, Finlay and Kian Stewart.
So Finlay and Kian Stewart are on. The two sons of Marcus Stewart, the former Premier League footballer, also fighting the fight against motor neurone disease. Marcus is here, had a good chat with him in the bar, in really good spirits. So 14-7. Here goes Gareth Ellis. They want more. It's been a really dominant performance by the yellow shirts of Team Borough. That's a loose one though. Danny Maguire, that's another loose one taken on the first bounce by Tom Minns, did well. There are another couple of changes there. Is it Kyle Wood who's come on? Not sure. Anyway, Westwood plays the ball. And Team Borough are over halfway, so into the tackle count now. Bouncing away, here's Ewan Dowes. It's actually probably easier looking at the benches to see who's not on the pitch at the moment, because Team Borough picked up injuries, and here they go again. Can Price get there with a head of steam? He's taken it brilliantly. Can he get down in the corner? It's a brilliant finish. The floated ball. He's been razor sharp today, Wayne Price. And he gets try number 3 in front of the south stand as Team Borough extend their lead. And this is a much more difficult kick. He'll have been in this position a few times before in his career, Danny Brough, kicking tee right in front of the south stand on the touchline. I think the friendly reaction he's getting this time, he won't have experienced before. Far more hostile in the visiting teams he has played for. He's given it a good go. Oh dear, he's pulled it across. It hasn't reached. First miss with the kicking tee, 19-7. Is the lead for Rob Borough's Legends. Luke Gale, I think, is coming off. And it's one-way traffic at the moment.
Which is what it's all about, Danny.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we're all here for one cause, and it's great to get everyone into one stadium for one reason. That's the love for the people that we see with Ed Slater, Rob Borough, Doddy Weir, their families, and everyone out there is playing to that, and it's great to see and be on the field with some of these league legends and learn a thing or two. Absolutely right. And Gailey, it's competitive. It's really competitive.
I think when Kylie missed that first tackle, when Danny put him through, and it stemmed from there. No, it's fantastic. Everyone's having a good time, and they're just starting to get fatigued now, our lads. So I think the Rugby Union boys are too. But no, it's been fantastic.
Yeah, I think you've just made them angry. You've just made them angry. Sips, it is brilliant to see so many people out here today as well.
Big time. You know, I think how often do we get into a stadium, all get into one place, and there's no rivalries, there's no division, there's no segregation. Here we're all for one reason, and that's why the stadium feels so good, and everyone's giving it their all as best they can, even though that we've got some old fellas out there too in the middle.
Absolutely right. It's been absolutely brilliant to watch so far. There's still plenty to come. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Luke. Yes. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Good insight. I hope you picked that up from Danny Cipriani and Luke Gale. Luke Gale thinking that Team Borough might be tiring a little bit. That'll be interesting to see. They're back on their defensive 30 at the moment, so the Cherry and Whites into the tackle count. There were another couple of changes while we were listening to Gale and Cipriani. I think Ewan Dowes has just come off. Two wingers have been excellent for Team Borough. 12 Trees is back out there. Looks like he's calling the plays actually with Cipriani off. Held is the shout. Last tackle this. 19-7 the Team Borough lead. Team Slater with 12 Trees, so they know it's the last. Oh, that's a bit of inexperience of the rules, I think. The Union boys were just thinking they could go with the flow there and go down ruck and maul, but that was actually the turnover. So that was an error. I can see Aaron Murphy getting ready to come on, so maybe one of the outside backs is about to be changed. See Jimmy Kinehorst out there at the moment too. But great to see AMT Headingley looking so full. The away terrace not populated, but other than that, South Stand, North Stand rammed. I would say 3/4 full. Behind the sticks to my left. So Murphy on for Kinehorst, I think. Looks like JJB is the man doing the interchanges down there on the touchline. There goes little Kyle Wood, a little scamper. It's just plateaued a little bit this game. Luke Gale was making a lot of things happen. He's now off the field. Danny Maguire is pointing and barking instructions. Here he is. Oh, Westwood, I'm not sure wanted that. He'd run the angle and took the ball, but we're still in their own half, so the tackle count not yet started. Here's Griffin, Darryl Griffin over halfway. So how the tackle count will start. That's more like it. Scotty Morrell, heavy bandaging around his legs. Keith takes the drive in. Still alive here. Here's the try scorer. Price, he's knocked it on, and it's hacked down the touchline. If that stays in play, it could be interesting. Who's going to win the chase? It's the cherry and white shirts. They have possession. 30 out from the Team Borough line. This looks like an opportunity. Tired bodies. Oh, Scotty Morrell, he's got so much bandaging on his left leg. Looks like if that came off, the whole leg would come off. That's good line speed from Team Borough. Oh, lovely flat ball from 12 Trees. Can they find a way through? That very early try, all they have to show so far. But they're 10 away, right in this left-hand corner. Billy 12 Trees lurking. What's he got up his sleeve? Last tackle. They're within 5 of the Team Borough line. Reverse kick through, too much. Not this time. And Team Borough survive. Into the last few minutes of what's been a hugely enjoyable first half. Maguire, McShane and Price with the 3 Team Borough tries. Tom Johnson with the opening try of the game, another knock-on in centre field. Morrell's put that down. Oh dear, Wayne Godwin's coming on. Brace yourselves, everyone. Wayne Godwin's getting involved here for Danny Maguire. Well, I'm not sure that's like for like. I think even Wagger would admit that. Plenty of other familiar faces around and about the North Stand today. I can see former cult hero of these parts, Willie Poaching and his family, just to my right. Harry Newman, the Rhinos in England centre here as well. Oh, 12 Trees has knocked on. It's hacked forward by Danny Brough. Well, they're going to say play on, so they've kept possession here, Team Slater. Not sure of that law amendment. There was a bit of afters as well with, I'd imagine that's probably with Danny Brough. Yes, it is. Oh, it's getting a bit sparky, a bit feisty down there. Calm down, gentlemen. It's the thing about these charity games, they're not really friendly. If you've ever played sport at any level, you're not here to make up the numbers and ignore the scoreboard. You want to win. It's been fiercely contested. Most of the game dominated by Team Borough, but you sense the last few minutes that Team Slater have got some initiative back here. It's mainly coming through this man, 12 Trees. That's a short ball and it's through. And it's Weir. Hamish Weir with a step. They're 10 away. Have Team Slater got a try before the half-time hooter sounds? They're finding 12 Trees every... Oh, what a ball! What a ball! Rocket pass from Billy 12 Trees. And Team Slater down the left side have added another 5-pointer before the break to make a game of this. The finish was the easy bit, but Banahan made sure. So Banahan's try, and suddenly we've got a game on. Well, they could do with knocking this kick over. Jordan Murphy nailed the first. That was about 35 minutes ago. If this one goes over, we're back to a 5-point game at the break. Luke Ambler's taking a breather. Barry McDermott lurking on the touchline. He wants back in. He's given us 5 minutes, I think, so far, Barry. On tour with Kevin Sinfield at the moment. Oh, they're charging down the kick. Oh, he's curled a beauty over. Scotty Morrell was chasing that down. The old legs from Scotty couldn't quite get to the kicking tee in time. It's game on again. Team Borough 19. Team Slater 14. Matt Cornwell knocking that one over. So high restart. Well, that could be anyone's. Barry Mack's on there, he's after it. Well, Barry Mack has just come on the pitch. He's already on his backside, chasing that kick. So 19-14 on the stroke of half-time. 3 tries to 2. Cracking game, this. I think both teams have adapted to the rules really well in this hybrid format, or hybrid format even. This Crossroads game, the 7-4-5 game, the brainchild of Rob Burrow and Ed Slater, carried through today by Ed for his good mate Rob, in honour too of Doddy Weir. Fabulous occasion. And they're very much on the up here, Team Slater, the Cherry and Whites. This is another try before the break. Cipriani's back out there. They sense there's something there for them. Team Slater. It's bitterly cold, I can tell you. Been a bit of drizzle, but you can tell the cold snap is on the way. Last tackle. They're right over in front of the south stand. 20 out. Cipriani with a wand of the left boot. Looking. Oh, he's knocked it on. Oh, the try was there, but he couldn't take it. I think it was Hamish Weir on this left-hand side. Couldn't take the ball, and if that had been collected, that was 19 apiece. Here's Wayne Price. Oh, he's all the way through. Just waltzed into the line. Can he take the fullback? No, good fullback play. He had 60 metres to go. Couldn't quite get there. But Team Borough have the ball back and they needed that. Barry Mack is lurking. Darryl Griffin's had a lengthy stint. There he goes again. Barry's pushing everyone out of the way, says, I want to go. So Barry Mack in at hooker. There we go. Oh, no, the little dummy from Barry. He left it. And then Ellis takes it on. He knew what he was doing, Barry. I don't think he backed himself to pick that up cleanly. That's what it was. There goes Keith. He's got Wayne Price outside him. The contact, you can hear the South Stand buzzing, as they did for so many years. With that bald head and the number 4 shirt. Little dab down the South Stand side. Sliding gather. And referee Thaler says that'll do us. What a half. Half time. 19-14 to Team Borough, leading Team Slater. Team Slater got the first try of the match and the last try before the break. But 3 unanswered tries sandwiched in between from Maguire, McShane and Price have Team Borough's noses in front half-time at AMT Headingley in the inaugural 7-4-5 game for MND. It's Team Borough 19, Team Slater 14.
Please welcome back for the second half, the Rugby legends and Slater legends.
So 40 more minutes to take the honours in the inaugural 7-4-5 game for MND. And what a huge success it's been. Brilliant turnout, fabulous entertainment, and as organised brilliantly by this great club at AMT Headingley. And you'd expect nothing less of the Leeds Rhinos. Teams are back out. The lights have flickered off and are now back on. 40 more minutes of battle. Who's going to win it? 19-14, 3 tries to 2 at the moment in favour of Team Borough. Those 3 unanswered tries in the middle of that half. A purple patch from the amber and blue. Maguire, McShane and Price. Wayne Price, the scorers.
40 minutes to play.
Team Slater either side of that. They started and finished the half with scores. Tom Johnson early and Matt Banahan on the stroke of half time, giving Team Slater real hope. It's freezing, I'll tell you that. If you're listening to our coverage and you're not here, well, you're missing a really special event, but hey, you'll be a lot warmer than we are, I can tell you that. The rain is falling and it's bitterly cold. Short kick-off. Keith Senior taps it back. It's picked up though by the Cherry and White. And I've got a cup of tea coming my way by a very kind gentleman. Thank you so much, sir. That is massively appreciated. How about that? That's what it's all about. The kindness of strangers, which we've learnt so much about through Rob and Ed and Doddie's battle with Motor Neurone Disease. Team Slater in corner on the far side. Yeah, I was shivering cold during half-time. And a gentleman behind me in the warmth of the hospitality suite went and got me a cup of tea, and he's just brought it out. How lovely. So Team Borough ball in front of the scoreboard in the corner between the away terrace and the south stand. Oh, I beg your pardon, it's Team Slater ball. So this could be a really good start to the second half from the Cherry and Whites. It's Ben Thaler saying it's actually still the last. It is still the last. Oh, what a change of direction from Danny Cipriani, but I think there's a little slip in there, and Team Borough defend their line well and will get the ball back. A reminder of the rules, if you joined our coverage late, hybrid rules in this special cross-code game for the Motor Neurone Disease communities and association to raise more support and awareness and anything we can do. 13 aside, lots and lots and lots of substitutions, given the higher than usual average age of our participants. We've already seen a couple of injuries early. Ryan Atkins lasted about 30 seconds. And Matt Diskin has done his hamstring. So uncontested scrums and line-outs, the offside onside is 5 metres rather than 10. There's a knock-on from Team Borough, so the cherry and white shirts could be in again. They're 10 away. The rain is absolutely thumping down at the moment. I'll finish the rules in a moment, but Billy Tweltrees has the ball and linking with Danny Cipriani. What a pass that is! Can he keep it in the field of play? That's a wonderful try. Oh, Mr. Thaler says he's gone forward. That was magic from the hands of Danny Cipriani, and the boos ring out. That was a huge pass out to this near touchline. Two referees, Ben Thaler and Frank Murphy, in the Doddy Weir tartan kit. Team Borough in the Rob Borough design kit you'll be familiar with from a couple of years ago. The amber shirts with the blue number 7 across the middle. Oh, now there's a... Oh, it's play on. Wayne Price has picked it up. And the cherry and white shirts designed by Ed Slater's children for the former Gloucester Leicester man. Macy and Mayer, Borough led. Team Borough out. Edie and Flo Slater leading out Team Slater. Jackson Borough and Frank Slater bringing out the match ball. It's been a really special occasion. Danny Bruff's gone long into touch on the far side. So we're going to see an uncontested line out here. Barry McDermott has just had a stint and he's coming off. So a couple more minutes at the start of the second half for Barry. And he comes for a breather. Oh, we got a scrum. That's not an uncontested scrum. That's not an uncontested scrum. How far's that gone? Forgot what we were watching there for a minute. Now then, playing with a bit of freedom now, Team Slater. Could have been an obstruction or two in there, but it's play on. Everything for Team Slater going through the hands of Tweltrees or Cipriani. And they're seeing far more of the ball already, second half, than they have done in most of the games so far. The key rule, by the way, is that the tackle count up to 6 only starts from halfway, so everything else is unlimited.
Barry McDermott is with me. Lovely little cameo appearance there, thrown around like a rag doll by Tom Wood.
Nobody was more shocked this morning than me to get that call. So yeah, brilliant occasion. Thanks to everybody for coming out and creating such a wonderful atmosphere. The scoreboard's in our favour at the minute, and yeah, we want to make sure we do our best.
Tight though. I mean, you say you got the call this morning. Originally you were slated to be hosting hospitality upstairs with the suits today. How did it come that you're on the pitch?
Yes, I've still done the hospitality stuff. We raised 10 grand in the room upstairs, so yeah, we're all here to support our friends. I know one man who'll be laughing his socks off. He'll be looking down saying, "What are you doing, you silly old fool?"
You knew him better than most. He would have loved today.
Absolutely, to see so many people, and I think Danny Cipriani summed it up really well. There's no animosity, there's no tribalism. We're here to celebrate rugby as a collective.
That said, it's still pretty full-blown out there.
It is, yes, it is. Well, at the end of the day, we're competitors, aren't we? So we all want to win.
Absolutely right. It is brilliant to see you back out there with your boots on. Super. Barry Mack, everyone.
So Barry McDermott talking to the crowd. And we're going to see Daryl Griffin back on. Oh, and Adrian Morley looks like he's hurt. And Mozzie's coming off. Yeah, I think Moz is... Well, he's telling everyone what's just happened. It's been a bit of pain, Mr. Morley. Oh, Cipriani stabbed one over the top. Can 12 Trees get there? Brilliant from Cipriani, and it's yielded a try. Wonderful left boot from Danny Cipriani. And it's going to be the first lead of the game for Team Slater. Well, I've said all along it's those two doing the damage, and they linked up to great effect there. Cipriani provided, 12 Trees finished, 19 apiece with a kick in front of the sticks to give Team Slater the lead back. No mistake from bang in front, and Team Slater hit back to lead 21-19. Two from two for Matt Cornwell. And Team Slater, right from the restart, are going to have to drop out from under their own post here. Well, they've gone short. It's gone about 15. Well, that's gone forward off Keith Senior to Paul McShane in an offside position, I think. So take your pick. Here come Team Slater right from the scrum. What did they have at half-time? They've come out absolutely roaring. 21-19 they lead. Thanks to that man, 12 Trees. Here they come again. Team Borough can't get the ball. Twelve Trees again. McShane. What's the referee, Mr. Thaler, given here? It's going to be Team Borough ball on their own 30-metre line.
Let's chat to someone from the Ed Slater side, Phil Dowson, better known as the Director of Rugby at the reigning Premiership champions Northampton Saints. What's made you put the boots on and play?
Such a great cause. I was lucky enough to play at Newcastle with Doddy Weir, and he was very kind to me when I was a young, clueless sort of professional, and obviously spent a lot of years playing against Ed Slater as well. So tremendous cause, MND, and anything we can do to help.
How have you enjoyed putting the boots on? Because normally you're barking the orders from the sideline rather than being out there on the pitch.
Yeah, it's much harder. No, hugely enjoyable playing against some legends. I think they're taking it easy on us at the moment, but yeah, brilliant to be playing here, and an incredible crowd as well.
I know you're a big advocate for rugby league, so much so you brought Lee Radford in as a defence coach. Huge part, Saints defence, of that Premiership win last year.
Yeah, massive. He was supposed to play today, but he pulled out. Unfortunately, I think he got a bit worried. But yeah, he was huge for us, and I think there's a great history of league coaches in Union doing an incredible job.
It's fantastic to see so many people here as well supporting such a great cause.
Yeah, fantastic cause, a very cruel disease, and all the money raised today is going to go towards helping all the people who are suffering.
Absolutely right. Thanks very much. Phil Dowson.
Another line out. South Stand enjoyed that one. And Team Slater have the ball back. Around about 25 minutes to go. 2 points the difference. But it feels different because the Cherry and Whites at the moment dominating and playing with real confidence. There's a massive shot. Wayne Price went big. 12 trees. Bit of room through the middle, and Maguire has batted out of the way. Paul McShane can't do much about it. Ellison Senior in there to help out. That's put a bit of fizz into the contest. Here he is again. 12 trees calling the shots. Oh, and a knock on. McShane, Gale. This is more like it. Senior leaves it, Price picks it up. I think Keith could tell there was a knock-on coming if he went for that. One-handed pick-up from Gareth Ellis. Luluai. Oh, McShane took the offload and put the ball down. Another handling error. A few tired bodies already out there. Back underway. That's a loose one. I think McShane's going to pick this up. 12 trees with the loose ball. McShane dived on it. Here's Kylie, takes a big shot. Gale. Maguire lurking behind McShane. Gale picks it up. Trailing by 2, Team Borough. McShane again. Kylie Luluai calling the play. Benny Westwood takes a couple, takes 3 cherry and white shirts to halt Westwood in his tracks. Last tackle, says Mr. Thaler. So where are they going to go? Maguire's going to go high in front of the south stand. What's the chase like? It's a good, clean take anyway by Team Slater. Danger averted. They will start within 10. A reminder, unlimited tackles up towards halfway. So the tackle count only starts when you, if and when you pass the halfway line. So more like Union in your half, and then League in opposition territory. Oh, there's a high shot, I think. Is Mr. Thaler going to let that one go? It was loose, it was a little bit clumsy in front of the south stand. Yeah, play on. Here come Team Borough with Westwood. Here's Luluai. Over halfway, so the tackle count will start with McShane and Griffin having a go. McShane again, bringing in Luke Gale in the blue boots, and then Ellis running across the angle. He's got Keith Senior outside him. Danny Brough is there too. Here is Brough, flows it to Wayne Price. Can Price get away? No way through. He bounces back in field though. Eventually grounded. 25 metres or so from the goal line. Ellis takes it on. Couple of tackles left this set, I think. McShane. That's nice from Gale. Floated pass. They've got numbers far side. It's a 3-on-2. Can they find a way through the yellow shirts? Good scrambling defence by the Union boys, and this is the last tackle. So what will Gale and Maguire come up with? Dab through. Oh, good clean pickup. And the lead remains intact. Rob's Legends 19, Ed Slater's Legends 21. We've got a shade under 20 minutes remaining to play. Oh, Keith Senior's been done on his inside there. Good recovery, Keith. Gets back and makes the tackle. Needs to release though. Bit of verbals afterwards, I think. Over halfway. Key point in the match this, midway point of the second half. It's the Union side in the ascendancy. More interchanges on the way. Trees. Good take. Oh, rushing out of the line to make the tackle was that Aaron Murphy, was it? Oh, he got there. The 30 away. 12 trees, he's going to kick. No, he's going to dummy the kick. Oh, this is nice. It's 2-on-2 this near side with Keith and Price. Wayne Price will let it go. Good decision. Lets it dribble into touch. But they're under the cosh a little bit, the yellow shirts here. Another flurry of interchanges. Jamie Jones-Buchanan's been on the pitch in his tracksuit and bobble hat more than many of the players. There's Ellis. McShane. There's more activity on the Team Borough bench too. I think Ben Westwood might be done. I can see him meandering down this near touchline. They need a try. The amber and blue. They're over halfway. Now the tackle count will start. With McShane, it's a slow play. Remember, it's a 5 metre offside, not a 10. Now then, 2-on-1, far side. Can they make it count? No. Sliding defence from Team Slater. Still they come. It's with Maguire, their trademark jinking run. Maguire still going right to left. Eventually hauled to ground. As Ronnie the Rhino gets on his feet to get the crowd going in front of the North Stand. It's Kylie Luluwai calling the play. Another interchange in backfield. Oh, Luke Gale, lovely ball, back inside, can Maguire get away again? What a step, what a try! Magic from Team Borough, and they're back in front in the 7-4-5 game. It's as though they never retired. Rolling back the years, Danny Maguire. But what about the pass to set it up? And I think that might be Danny Dunn. He's coming over to this near side. I think he's got a tight right hamstring. Luke Gale knocks over the 2. (26-21).
Rob's Legends take the lead again. It's Rob's Legends 26, Ed's Legends 21.
Remember, 5 points for a try in this special fixture. 2 for the goal. And Team Borough have the ball back. Yeah, Danny's come off. And he's going to stretching out the limbs. Not a bad day's work though. 2 tries, Danny. Nice work. In honour of his old mate, Rob Burrow. Into the last 15 minutes or so. Kylie Luluwai. Real buzz every time he gets the ball. Certain players are going to play the full match here. Gareth Ellis hasn't come off, has he? Nor has Keith, nor has Wayne Price. You can tell which of these boys have been looking after themselves. There's Kylie. Scotty Morrell takes the pass. His left leg covered in white, bandaging and support. Morrell. Here's Kylie again, looking for contact. Flies through the defensive line. McShane. Gale again. Brough shows a dummy, fizzes one. Wayne Price, can he get away? What about the toes from Price? Oh, he's got two! Danny Brough fizzed a beauty, and Wayne Price helped himself. And suddenly there's a bit of daylight. Well, that was class from Danny Brough. Showed a little dummy and then fizzed the ball to Wayne Price. He only had to get away from the first man. He hurdled the ankle tap and then he was not going to be caught. Showed the toes, and we got a 10-point lead with this kick to come right in front of us from Luke Gale. 20 metres out from the line on the left wing, kind of in the left centre position, about 6 metres in from this near touch line. So we've got a perfect view of it from our commentary position. Oh, he's getting a bit of a barracking from his opponents here. Referee might want to step in. It's all kicking off here. Oh, he's killed it low, but he's killed it true. And Luke Gale celebrates, giving Team Borough a 12-point lead. Short kick-off comes off the back of Gareth Ellis's head, and it's going to be Team Slater ball. So is this 12-point lead going to be enough, or is there a sting in the tail of this inaugural 7-4-5 fixture? I hope you've enjoyed our coverage from AMT Headingley today. Pleasure to be here. Rob, a great friend of mine too. And lovely to be part of this memorable moment for him and his family, and for the Slater family and the Weir family too. The Rhinos, as ever, putting on a real show. And we're not done yet. Here come Team Slater. There's pride at stake. Don't worry about that out there. Last tackle this. Where are they going to go? It's going to go to 12 trees. He's thrown a loose one, 2-3 bounces. Picked up by the big man in back play. It's going to be caught. Oh, he gets the offload away. 12 trees is back in the attacking line here. They're going to have to turn the ball over though on the 10, and they do. Good work from Team Borough. And they will regain possession. Another interchange.
It was hard work. No, I enjoyed it. Real good fun. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Both teams playing some decent rugby actually. But yeah, really enjoyable. I'm tired now.
No kidding. Well, you've done a shift, 2 tries and a kick, a goal. That's not too bad.
Yeah, all my teammates. I was just there supporting, and I really enjoyed it. It's been good fun. But we're going to be sore for a few days after this, without a doubt.
No kidding. Any learnings here you're going to take into the cast job? Please?
Just have fun.
Yeah, absolutely right. It's been brilliant, and all for a brilliant cause as well.
Yeah, 100%, and unbelievable turnout. Hope we've entertained. It seems like there's been fun. Everyone's enjoyed it, so I can't get my words out. I'm not tired.
No kidding. Well, you've certainly done a job. Rob's Legends currently ahead, but you get the feeling this game's not quite done yet.
Yeah, and I've been really impressed with the Union boys. They've adapted really well, and they've challenged us, and obviously they've got some big boys as well, so it's been really physical, but it's been a good close game. Obviously, we've just pulled away towards the back end there, and hopefully we can see it out.
And everyone's playing with a smile on their face. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about, for a great cause. Hopefully lots of money raised, and hopefully it can be an annual thing now.
Absolutely right, yeah. Oh, I've loved it. Honestly, it's been great. Danny Maguire, everyone.
Danny Maguire barely able to get his words out. 2 tries for Danny today. And Team Borough over halfway, so now the tackle count will start. There's unlimited tackles up towards the halfway line. And now we're in the tackle count with Scotty Morrell, Gareth Ellis. Halted. Luke Gale there as well. He's been influential today. So too Danny Brough. He's kind of been playing a mixture of positions. Full-back, slotting in at centre in the attacking left centre with Keith. That's 3 tackles gone. They're barely over halfway here, so good defensive effort from Team Slater. Graham Steadman is on, by the way, all 62 years of him. In the yellow shirt of Team Borough. One more try to win this. It might be enough already, the 12 points, but we'll see. Morrell, Brough, high. It's the Danny Brough spiral bomb. You don't want to get under that. Oh, it's a brilliant take. Out of the Headingley Knights. Sky and they're away. Offload to 12 trees. They're still going. Oh, it's brilliant rugby. It's still alive. I think Team Borough got this back. Yes, they have. Harum scarum rugby. What fabulous entertainment. By my watch, you're at 6 or 7 minutes left, but it's anyone's guess down there, really. With the stoppages, the line-outs, the scrums. No official scoreboard today. There might be another couple of interchanges. Oh, Gale over the top. Morrell was after it, didn't get there. Cherry and white shirts have got it back. 12 trees kicks down. Now this is a chase. Team Borough get there. There goes Graham Steadman. Oh, almost an intercept on halfway. There was a longer way to go, but it didn't stick. And Team Borough got away with that. Well, it's been a hugely successful afternoon for the entire MND community and everyone associated with these 3 rugby greats, Rob Burrow, Ed Slater and Doddy Weir. Great to see Marcus Stewart here as well. His son's playing in this game. Here come Team Borough with Brough. He's fizzed one to Keith. Can Senior get Price in for his hat-trick? Not quite. I don't think Danny Maguire will be coming on, so if we're going to get a hat-trick, it will be Wayne Price. He's got a one-on-one down this wing. He's skipped outside him, not this time. Here's Ellis. Full 80 man. Oh, Ben Thaler's tying his shoelaces in the pitch at the moment. Let's hope they don't break and score here. Gale. He's still tying his shoelaces, and Team Borough are right over the far side of the pitch. Eventually Mr. Thaler gets back into the line. No one noticed Ben. Good pick-up, Gale. He's going to kick to himself. Oh, straight into the bread basket of 12 trees. And possession changes hands, and Keith lines up a big shot, and it's picked up by Price. Can he get there? It's just going to be too much. Keith Senior put in a huge shot. Ball came free. And Wayne Price couldn't quite turn it into a try.
some new friendships. We've spoken about the reason, the purpose of playing this game today, and it's been really fun, really enjoyable.
They're a good bunch of lads as well, aren't they, those junior boys?
There's some top guys, and we've got a few numbers, exchanged a few numbers, so we'll definitely stay in touch. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't happen again.
Absolutely right, yeah, love to do this again. And all brilliant crowd and a brilliant cause as well.
Yeah, thank you very much for everyone coming out, support the cause. Obviously, there's been a lot of people have given their money for the M&D community over the past 4 years. So I really appreciate you coming here to support the game today.
Absolutely, Kylie, lovely seeing you out there once again. Kylie Luluai!
Paul McShane's about to come on as well. So Barry Mack back out there. Is there a sting in the tail with Team Slater in possession? It's almost there for Team Borough. 33-21, closing moments. Last few minutes. They're 30 metres out, right to left. Looking to set up a potential grandstand finish here. Change of direction, back with, oh, that's nice. 12 trees, what can he do? He's put his winger in. They're going to score, are they? Oh, he's inches short. Another pass inside, and that was a try. Could still be. Powering over at point blank range. Held up, Mr. Thaler says, held up. Team Borough's defensive line does its job. And that 12-point lead remains intact. I think we're going to see Scott Morrell one more time. Oh no, he's putting his tracksuit back on. Oh, there's a bit of afters. Barry McDermott, of course, getting involved. Temper's starting to fray at the end of this charity game. Barry's shirt's off his back. Bit of theatre from Barry. That's what he went back on the pitch for. Now then, he's off! Not for the first time in his long, illustrious career. Barry McDermott is red carded. Well, he did say that Rob would have the last laugh. And that's exactly what's happened. Get yourself off the field, Mr. McDermott. There's no place for that in this special game. Barry McDermott gets his marching orders at the end of this one. One of the more warmly received red cards of Barry's career, that. So a man light for the closing moments, but that's it. Only seconds to go. Ben Thaler brings to an end a fabulous afternoon for the Motor Neurone Disease community and the Motor Neurone Disease Association. Team Borough have beaten Team Slater 33 points to 21 in the inaugural 7-4-5 game. Danny Maguire, Rob's great friend, one of the shining lights, 2 tries and a goal, 2 for Wayne Price, 2. It's been a memorable AMT Headingley experience. I hope you've enjoyed being part of it too. And continue to support in any way you can. Rob Burrow, Doddy Weir, Ed Slater and their families, and the entire MND community. A brilliant afternoon. with honours going the way of Team Borough. They've won this one by 33 points to 21.
What on earth was that like? Full crowd behind you, scoring a couple of tries?
Yeah, loved it, really enjoyable. I think it's been a fantastic occasion, played in great spirits. Both sets of players deserve a lot of credit. I thought we entertained the crowd, I thought there was some good rugby played. The conditions were tough with it raining, the ball was a bit greasy, but loved it, and hopefully it can be an annual event now. I think the turnout and speaking to people, everyone's loved it, and the people that have organised it as well. It took a lot of organising, they deserve a lot of credit, and really enjoyable.
Was that a bit more competitive than you thought it would be?
No, I think both sets of players are proud, and when you've played professional sport, you want to win, you want to play well and win, and so it was played probably as I expected. It was physical. The Union boys are some big boys, and I thought they adapted to the structure really well, and it probably favoured us leagueies a little bit, but really close game, really enjoyable, and hopefully again next year.
And Rob would have loved it, wouldn't he?
He would have absolutely loved it. He'd have ripped it open though. He'd have definitely scored a few tries as well if he'd have been playing. It'd have suited him down to the ground, but obviously it was his and Ed's idea before Rob passed, and I think we've done the occasion proud today.
Oh, it was brilliant, very much out of my comfort zone. Spent the afternoon kind of avoiding the big boys, but everyone coming together, I think it was a great spectacle. I hope it was as good to watch as it was to play in, but brilliant, bringing kind of Ed, my dad, Rob all together for an ultimate cause.
What do you think your dad would have made of it?
I think he'd have a wry smile looking down, making a few tackles, dropping a high ball. I'm sure he'd have something to say about that. That was normally how the conversations went in the household after a game. But I think he'd be delighted, It was his ultimate idea to try and bring everyone together, and we're seeing that progressing without a doubt.
And was it as tasty and as competitive as you thought it would be?
Thankfully, maybe not. I think the leaguey boys maybe went a little bit easy on us. Not as easy. You see the scoreline they won, but I think there was an ultimate buy-in and a lot of respect out there for some real heroes.
And would you like to see this become an annual event?
Oh, I think it'd be brilliant. I'd maybe like to see it from the touchline going forwards, but it's brilliant to play in, and I think if we can get the ball rolling, it creates the conversation, and as much awareness as we can to drum up on M&D, I think is not a bad thing at all.
I tell you what, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow, because every single part of my body is either aching or I'm getting twinges of pain. But what a day, what a celebration of our great friend Rob Burrow, Doddy Weir, who inspired Rob and motivated him to fight with his last breath. And then we're able to show Ed what we're all about up north, and he experienced the Headingley crowd, and it was something he's really looking forward to.
You knew Rob very well. What would you have made of it?
He'd have been delighted that the Rhinos have won. He'd have been delighted with the turnout, and he'd have laughed his socks off at this silly old sausage running round on Headingley. So yeah, he'd have been delighted.
And it's got to become an annual event, hasn't it?
I hope so, because there were plenty of people that came. Nobody was entirely sure what they would get. But I think it was entertaining. Billy Twelvetrees and Danny Cipriani, they can play and would have been great rugby league players. We knew that prior to the game, but they showed exactly what they've got. And then there's enough competitive spirit with old dogs and younger dogs, not 30-odd-year-olds, to all the way to 52 as I am. Once you get those bright lights and you get on the pitch, you've got enough about you to want to win.
I loved it. I think for what started out as an idea, I'm so grateful to Leeds and Gloucester that we were able to do this.
What do you think Rob would have made of it?
Mate, he would have loved it. I was saying, having Doddy's son out there, I think Doddy would have been proud of his footwork. He can sink a beer as well. So just seeing the guys come together, they would have loved the atmosphere.
So the players come together at the conclusion of a very, very special and memorable afternoon at AMT Headingley. Ed Slater and Jeff Burrow will present the 745, the inaugural 745 trophy. As the players congregate, what an effort from all of them. Some recently retired, some long retired, some battered and bruised, some fresh as a daisy, and a couple who picked up new injuries this afternoon. But all for one cause. For Rob, for Ed, for Doddy, and the entire MND community. Jeff Burrow and Ed Slater will do the honours. Fittingly, Rob's great mate Danny Maguire, 2 tries to his name, will lift aloft for the first time the inaugural 745 trophy. And what a very, very special moment as Maguire lifts the trophy aloft. Rob would be so humbled, honoured, and in truth in disbelief at the support that he, Ed Slater and Doddy Weir and the entire M&D community have had.
Thank you.